Hey guys, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Last time we arrived on Bannan Island and finally met Romanus' father who had come here to pursue his wayfaring ways. We also met a fake mermaid, but he thinks it's the real thing, so everyone's happy. We also got the fishing lure, which allowed us to go out to sea and catch some new fish. We set off a long side quest chain that we didn't finish because we're gonna wait for the final step. Once you close and restart the game...
Special delivery! Watch out, incoming!
what a way to get back to the game.
This is a letter from the old wayfarer. Here we go. Have you found yourself on the path of wayfaring, Link? Don't fret if you haven't, you may already be on the way, not know it. You'll find your rights in life, discovering a pebble lodged between your toes. Now, a true wayfarer can travel the whole world and never find just one way. But I did want to give you something unusual I found on my own travels. It serves as a reminder that you can find anything if you give it enough time. So tell yours, the old wayfarer.
You'll get a random ship part from this.
And that's the end of it. Let's turn them out of here.
Okay, I can finally not sound constipated anymore for a while. This time we'll be exploring the rest of Bannan Island and entering this cave that we only saw a brief glimpse of last time. Only those with the power to shatter rock will find the path to a new game. This wall can only be destroyed with a bomb. You can come to Bannan Isle before you reach the Isle of Gust, so if you come here before you've beaten the Temple of Wind, there's nothing you can do here. That's basically a hard limit on everything you can achieve. You have 271 rupees. I'm gonna try to get as many as we can for this. Cause oh boy, we're gonna need it. And actually before that, let's get down this post. Got a post on both sides of the island. I like the balance. Pleasing aesthetic choice for island design and management. There's probably someone out there who specializes in a field like that. It probably would be really interesting to see how you could, decorate an island, but I digress. And we have, once again, another familiar face. Cannon Game Stand. So you're going to play or what? It's 20 rupees a game for kids, yes or no? Sure. Yeah, okay, let's see. This game of skill takes place on the vast stage of the open sea. Leap on board, prepare to set sail and raise anchor. On the horizon looms a blue target. Man the cannon, take aim, and kaboom! Slash by kaboom! You obliterate the target, earning 100 points. Suddenly, a red target sails into view. It fears nothing, for it can't be broken. Every time you pound with campfire, you earn 20 points. Poo! Yes, but you get all that or what? Yep. The record is 2,500 points. So good luck and all that. The ship sails on its own, and we're off. We're going to be automatically sailing across a course. As he said, each red target gives you 20 points whenever you hit it. Each blue target is 100 points. This is a pretty tricky mini-game because it requires very precise timing and aiming. You only have so much range on your cannon, so you have to stay on top of it. My advice is to try to get 6 hits on each of the red targets, and also try to stay on top of things. You want to keep your stylus right where the target is, and also keep moving on to the next target. If you miss one, you more or less are screwed, unfortunately. You also you want to spend as little time as possible actually adjusting your aim, since that can eat up precious seconds. At this point, you can wail away on that target, and once you hit the blue target here, you actually want to turn to the inside of the loop to hit this. Keep your stylus on it, you can rack up a ton of points on it. Your biggest obstacle here is the time you spend adjusting your aim, like I said. Once you're done with that, let's move on to that blue target. And then we're more or less in the home stretch. Rack up as many points as you can. You're actually better off playing this minigame on a smaller screen since it's easier for the game to register you actually tapping a target that way. Got that? Yeah, I'm not doing so well. Okay, this is the last target, so we're gonna need to hit it 11 times, which I strongly doubt we'll be able to do. If we only had 4 more hits, we could have made it. All in all, that wasn't terrible. It took me a lot of practice to get used to playing it this way, though. Not bad, we got 24-20 points. I'll give you a prize for playing. Pick a chest to claim it. You got the Horn Chimney ship art. You can get ship parts, treasures, and rupees from this. Okay. It's 20 rupees a game for gigs. Wanna play? Ship sails on its own, and we're off. We're gonna do similar things, but we're going to try to spend less time aiming. Got 7 hits on the first target. As soon as you're out of range for a red target, or you're about to be out of range, you want to move on. The blue targets can move out of range pretty quickly, especially the ones that are further out to sea, so that's part of why you want to be so careful with them. Okay, we just got that one. If you have 1300 by this target, that's a pretty decent sign. Ah, fuck, we missed that one. I have gotten the target while missing that blue one, but it's very difficult and requires you getting a lot of points on almost all the other targets to make up for it. Yeah, we're at about the same point amount as last time. You also want to like shoot at multiple targets at once, so move on to the next target while a cannonball is still flying at the last one. And that's hard, especially if you're not sure if a hit landed. If only if we had gotten that blue target, we would have gotten it that time. Third time's the charm, maybe? Tropical ship part. I think we may have gotten that one before. Okay, I'm gonna try talking minimally this time. I'm gonna stretch out my hand since my thumb is a bit sore from mashing so much. Alright, it's time to lock in. There we go. I'm actually surprised I did pretty well on that. I delayed the blue target that was on the outside of the turn, and I also usually I'm not able to hit the red target on the inside of the turn from so far away like I did there either. What? 2580 points? That's unheard of. You get a prize for kind excellent. Pick a chest to claim it. Once we do that, we get the bomb bag. We can now carry 20 bombs. Oh yeah, you beat your record, good to go, or whatever. You qualify for this bonus prize. Take it. Hey, we get a rubber rupee for it. Okay, 20 rupees a game for kids want to play? No. Thanks for playing, and don't leave any personal belongings behind. With 20 rupees in tow, it's time we take to the seas once more and explore the new island that we found while fishing that we haven't been to yet. Looks like we have a fish right below us, but it's not the Neptuna, so we're gonna wait on it. Instead, we're going to go to the default name for Uncharted Islands, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark Island. And the Isle of Gus just clipped in there. Now around here, I'm waiting for it to show up. Not seeing it, so let's try shooting the seagulls out of the sky. I think we scared them off at least. Overall, pretty short and uneventful sail. I tricked you. It actually is called Uncharted Island. What? Look at the upper screen. There's no map of this island. That means no one's even set foot here. Think of all the undiscovered treasure. That doesn't make sense. How could there be if no one's been here before? Oil reserves. Maybe someone knows diddly about treasure buried something? But whatever, just know that there's treasure here, like I sniffed it out. There you go find it, maybe around the middle of the island. Let's talk to the gossip stone to see if we can get a feel for what this place is about. Boing boing! Yeah, tough crowd. I want to hit the boomerang. I think I, got a southern accent there for a split second. Boing boing! On this isle, a golden chief dwells who can harness the power of sea cyclone. At his request, I am here to prevent just anyone from entering his chamber. You must prove yourself by hitting 4 of my buddies in a very specific order. But to figure out the order, you must solve our island's enormous riddle. Ready to listen? The order is very specific. Okay then, I'm gonna say it. It steers with rudder, then makes spray, and third it paddles, then sees away. You may be wondering, what do we have to do? Even though there's no map yet, it's time we make one ourselves. This is such a cool concept, and I wish they did this in another Zelda game, or at least another game like this, I guess. Yeah, I guess another Zelda game. We actually have to draw our own map of the island based on our observations, and use that to solve the riddle. I love this concept, and it's such a shame that they don't use it to a greater extent, because it's probably one of the best implementations of the whole concept of drawing your own map and taking notes of it. And it's also so cool to see the shape take form as you slowly figure out what it is. I always loved treasure hunt games when I was a kid, and this really just strikes all the boxes of figuring out the patterns, figuring out what the clues are supposed to mean and how you're supposed to find the treasure. I love it. We also got a bit of a narrow pathway here. And you're probably starting to figure out what the object is supposed to be. At least you got a rupee back. I won't say it just so as not to spoil the surprise. Round this end off. That seems like there's something growing there, but it's not terrible. Actually, no, that is pretty terrible. I gotta fix it. I am an artist. I will never truly be satisfied. Actually, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I'm not satisfied with you, Maneblin. Die. I think I accidentally paused the game for a split second. That seems more or less accurate. I still can't quite get the timing on the crows down. We have a flat top here. And just beyond it, a land bridge going upwards. I learned from my mistakes. You want to make sure there's a lot of room between you and the crow. That's more like it. Looks like the other thing, but a lot thinner. At the very end here, we finish this off. I guess you must have run along the ridge from the other spot. A red rupee, I guess we must have finished them all off. And once again, we want to parallel the other side. Now that we go down back along the land bridge, all that's left is finishing off this last stretch of land. More importantly, the pool here. And it's a happy little whale. Glad to smile since I want him to be happy. Steers with rudder, then makes spray, and throw to paddles, then sees away. Start with the rudder on the tail, then the whale's spray. We want to go to its fin, and then of course the eye. Of course this stupid fucking... And it took our rupee. At least it fell into the ocean. Did you know? There are gold frogs around the sea that can kick up cyclones. We see the gold frogs, but not the cyclones. Well, I mean, we have seen cyclones, but not the gold frogs. Specifically, getting cyclones. Leave me alone, you stupid fucking birds. I'm surprised the one here didn't respond also. Thank you. Boing boing, did you know there are 6 golden frogs stationed around the entire sea? Okay, that was my fault. But let's run to the south side of the island, go back up onto the fin. Boing boing, did you know the golden frogs will slip away unless you use a cannon on them? We have hit them with the cannon before. Boing boing, did you know you can fly to a variety of spots using cyclones? So convenient. Not that it matters to us, really. Just like that, we solved the riddle of the island, so let's enter the whale's heart. Boing boing, have you tried tracing the isle shape on your map? The whole shore and... I missed the last word. Sounds like you rolled through the order in which you must hit my buddies. What actually did you say? The whole shore and more. Oh, that's referring to the eye. Inside the cave, we have some tears. And then yet another one of those enigmatic poles, or 2 of them actually. And a chest. It's 2 poles. And we'll come back to it later. The eye sees something valuable that's hidden underneath its statue. We'll remember that for when we exit this. The effect of the torch is so cool. Also the pattern on this platform too. Well, by my golden gizzard, a slow-toed child, what brings you here, Slow-toe? You stand in the presence of Golden Chief Silos. I'm so fantastic that I'm the only frog hereabouts who leaps by cyclone. Slick, eh? Slow-toe, is that not the phantom hourglass that you carry? It certainly means, most certainly and undoubtedly, that you know old Oceus. We go way back, old codger and me. He watched out for me until I found safe harbor in this secret spot. He's helping us look for the ghost ship. A girl named Tetra is taken away by it. She's Link's friend. Ghost ship, you say? I've heard of that dreary vessel from my guild's minions. Do you have any notions as to where the ghost ship might be? Not a clue yet. First we need to see spirits that are scattered on the seas. But the sea must seem very vast for beings such as yourselves, vastly vast. Let me help with a gift, Link. You've got the Cyclone Slate. Use it at sea to travel by water spout. That is a Cyclone Slate. By drawing symbols on it, you can ride cyclones too. Want to leave elsewhere with your ship, then spring into action with the slate. Could you tell us more about these symbols? My guild's minions are strewn over the sea. 6 minions total, sparkling in the sun. Find them, ask them, they each know one symbol. Then by drawing symbols on the slate, your ship will fly that spot in a flash. So all we need to do is meet the golden frogs and learn their symbols. But are you really sure that we can take something so wonderful with us? How can I just sit back and do nothing for you, friends of Oceus? The sea is vast and that will help you bridge the distances. Our deepest thanks, your golden majesty. No, that's Golden Chief. We have now unlocked fast travel, basically. There is a different symbol for each spot to which you want to soar. Catch their attention with a good blast of the canyon. Of the cannon, not the canyon. You've seen one of the frogs and did hit them with the cannon, but now that we have the slate, there is a purpose to them. But before we do that, and before it slips my mind completely, let's actually go back and dig up whatever is beneath the statue. I didn't mean to hit you, sorry. You got a treasure map. That's our 8th one. That's really all there is to do on Uncharted Isle. Did you find the treasure? What, the Cyclone Slate? Sounds like that'll make sailing a breeze, get it? Let's keep an eye out for those gold-plated froggies out there. All aboard, full steam ahead. There is one more thing I want to do in these oceans, namely go to the Traveler's Ship. But before we do that, let's sail around here because one of the golden frogs is here. And also stop by Mass Beetle when we get a chance. There we go. Oof, nice shot, buddy. The big frog spread the word about you. So you want to know what to draw on the Cyclone Slate to fly right here? Here goes, pay attention. You want to draw down the mark of the backwards N. Okay, that's bothering me since that's also pretty off. Hey, you better write down somewhere. Do you get that, buddy? Yep. Then I'm out here. See my fellow frogs? Give them my best. Ribbit. If you missed the mark, or if you missed the symbol you're supposed to write down, then you always can just shoot them with the cannon again. And actually, while we're at it, let's get rid of this big arrow pointing to the island, or Bannan Island. And put the symbol in a more accurate spot. The masked ship didn't have anything I wanted to get, so instead, let's finally board this ship, which looks an awful lot like the King of Red Lions, but dead. Want to board the ship, Link? You look familiar. Say, I can't help but notice you're dressed exactly like me. Your eyes are closed. Are you a fan of mine? Ah, ha, ha. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't surprise me in the least to meet a fan. I travel the world on my Prince of Red Lions ship to save all things from evil. Really nice callback to Wind Waker. Yes, you heard me right. I'm what you would call a hero. So do you want my autograph? No. Don't act tough. You do want an autograph, right? Sure. Oh no, I'm afraid I've run out of autograph paper. So very sorry. No, this can't take the place of my autograph, but, well, based on the way you're dressed, I'm sure you're quite an admirer. Don't worry, I understand. I'll make you my apprentice. A hero's apprentice. What more could a fan hope for? Lots. Very good. It's inside that. What's your name, kid? Link, huh? Link, you are now a hero's apprentice. Study and learn the dashing ways of the hero. And remember to stay cool. Same faithful apprentice, Link. Want me to train you to art swordsmanship? Yes, very well. You and I will meet in battle. I'll check to see how much skill you have. Acha, come at me with your finest moves, my young apprentice. That didn't count. Oh, too easy on you, but I won't do it again. But it's fine. You want to keep tapping on him, and that's really all you have to do to launch attacks. That's it. Let's leave it at that for the day. Your skills will never improve if you overdo it. I must admit, the fact that you made contact a total 5 times, that's an appropriate skill level for the apprentice of a hero. Keep it up, my apprentice. Link, put your hand out for a second. He'll always stop at 5 rupees. You got the, or 5 hits. You got the Zora scale. This rare scale is dropped by a Zora. It's a gift in honor of the sweat and tears you shed in battle. It's nothing big, but might come in handy at a later time. To challenge him again, all you have to do is leave and reboard the ship. And we're gonna keep coming back to him. Oh, it's you. And how are you? Want me to train you the art of swordsmanship? Yeah. Well then, I'll oppose you. Let's test just how much your skills have improved. Acha, come at me from all directions with all the skill you can muster. You wanna attack him while... That's it. Alright, I think that's enough. Blah blah, your skill level will improve if you overdo it. In fact, you made contact over 8 times, that's an appropriate skill level for a half hero. And this we get a Goron Amber. Once again, we have to leave and come back. It's not totally obvious what this does, and you might just skip over it thinking there's nothing else to do. But eventually, we actually can do something for real here. Again, just tap on him to attack. He can bump you backwards this time. Once you reach 10 hits, you reach 2/3 of a hero. Humrock Plume. And once again, let's come back. I said let's come back. Oh, it's you. Yeah, let's do this. Well then, let us meet in battle. How many times can you make contact before I strike you? 3 times. This is training for real. It's just like what we had to do with Orca and Wind Waker. What you want to do is just tap on him and be aware of his counterattacks. If you suddenly stop attacking, he will stab out at you, which is probably his most dangerous move. That's a stabbing move. Just keep on your toes, try to get him into a corner. Once you see him twirl his thing, run out of the way and get back at it. You want to run to the side. That's also why it's dangerous to suddenly stop attacking. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Only 43 times. I do more sits than that before I'm even awake. You should be able to hit me at least 100 times. Alright, let's do this again. Damn it. There we go! We're at 100, but we want to see if we can keep going further. Ah! Yes, we got the 100. 113 hits. Remarkable! I'm impressed with your skills and rather exhausted, actually. Here, put your hand out. We get a heart container from that! That's a gift in honor of the sweat and tears you shed in battle. It's nothing big, but it might come in handy at a later time. If you hit him from 100 to 249 times, he'll give you a random treasure, and a ship part above that. However, I have heard some conflicting rumors that it could be treasure for 100 hits and a ship part for anything above 200. 129 hits! Weren't able to get the ship part, but we did get the heart container, and that's really what I was looking for. So, with that, we were able to get the bomb upgrade, went to Uncharted Island, got the Cyclone Slate, which allows us to fast travel, and got a new heart container. Next time, on The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, we get some stuff around the southwestern ocean, and then return to the Temple of the Ocean King. See you guys next time.